Hey everyone! So today for class you are taking your multiplying and dividing integer test as well as your order of operations test. So they're going to count as two separate tests. So before I dive into this, I have posted a video, I posted it yesterday in ELT, of the answers to yesterday's work. I would check that first. Check and see, did you work your questions out correctly? What did you miss? Did you miss negatives? Did you understand the order of operations? That is important for you to know and have more confidence that you're going to have this test done wonderfully. Okay. So check that. You also need to do your warm-up, and then you can choose whether you want to take your multiplying and dividing test first or your order of operations test first. This is what your multiplying and dividing test will look like. It is on a Google slide, and I have made the green boxes text boxes. You just have to double click them, be able to type in them. Okay. Signs do matter because that's what we're learning. So there's only 12 questions on here. So if you miss the sign, then you miss the problem. Do not use a calculator. Okay. If I know that you're using a calculator, I've also asked your parents to make sure you're not using a calculator. So you need to make sure you're doing your own work. You have to own your own learning. If you cheat on this, I'll tell you, I make the students in class say this, that the thing Miss Esby hates the most is cheating. If you're not honest with yourself, you're not honest with me, then it's not gonna go well. You'll also be able to tell it about here if you're using calculator or not, because if you just type this in a calculator, it's not gonna give you the right answer. You have to know your order of operations. So here's your order of operations test. There's only 7 questions. You can do this a couple ways. So I have it to where you can just put a picture of your work. If you're doing that, because some of you are doing your pictures of your work for your warm-ups, and I can't see a thing. Like you're holding the paper up, but I can't see the paper. Some of you have gotten really, really good at it. So you can click on text box and make a text box to type out your work step by step. That would honestly probably be the easiest thing to do if you want to work it out on paper and then type it out. If that's better for you, you can do it that way. You can do you can do a picture of one problem at a time if you want to do it on paper. And even down here where it asks you to describe the error, you can type out your explanation in like a sentence of what happened and why this is not the correct way to do it, and then you solve it the correct way. So you can't copy and paste from this because it's a picture of a test. So you can't just like copy and paste the problem or, however you would do that. So as long as the questions are done and the work is shown, if you just put an answer on there, it's going to not be good. Each one of these questions is worth 3 questions, okay? So what that means is that if you did something wrong, I'll count that wrong, but I'll follow the rest of your work. And if you did the rest of your work correctly, then you only get 1 part out of 3 parts incorrect. So it actually gives you more of an opportunity to do well. So again, if you don't show your work and you get the question wrong, I have nothing to go by, and so you get 3 questions wrong, and you don't want that. So show your work. So again, you can do a text box, you can do 1 question at a time on here, you can post 1 question at a time on here from your camera. So multiplying, dividing, order of operations. Those are your 2 tests for today. You still have your IXLs. After your test, make sure C21, C24, those are 2 classwork grades. So this week you have 2 test grades and 2 classwork grades. Lots of stuff going in the grade book. So let's make sure that those are good. I've already had people asking me how I can make their grade go up. Guys, the only thing that you've had is a test and 6 IXLs so far, and you chose to do or not do those IXLs. And you chose whether to do a reassessment or not. Own your learning. Okay, this is you, especially if you're at home. Like, you have to take ownership of it. You have to have the discipline to do this. Okay? So, if you have any questions, I'll be on GoGuardian. You can type in a question out. I'm not going to tell you the answers to anything, but if you just have a question on what something is, what something looks like, just let me know. Okay? Hope you'll have a good day. Good luck on your test.